American Pickers fans slam recent rare find as staged. It seems there are always American Pickers fans who feel too many of the rare finds are staged. While it is true that this is a reality TV show, and often things are refilmed after they happen to make the show look better, there are some cases where it seems fake from the start. That happened recently with the discovery of a rare Mustang Shelby. Here's what fans had to say about this Mike Wolf moment. Mike Wolf finds rare Shelby in a barn. A recent post to the American Pickers Facebook page shows Mike Wolf finding a rare Mustang Shelby. He was at Kevin and Tink's place in Alabama with Jersey John, and they were looking at other things. However, the landowner mentioned Mike should see something in the garage that might interest him. Mike went into the garage and saw the 1967 Mustang Shelby. Mike called in an expert to give an estimate on what it would take to restore the classic car. The expert told Mike it would cost $100,000 to restore the Shelby to its former pristine glory. Seeing how much the car would cost to bring back to life, Mike still made a nice offer to the man. He offered up $75,000 to buy the car. Shockingly, the owner rejected the offer. What made this decision puzzling was that the owner said the car had sat in the garage untouched for over 35 years, but he still wanted more than $75,000 to let it go. Mike left without the car. However, American Pickers fans think the reality TV show staged the entire event. Fans lash out at American Pickers for staging scenes. In the comments after the video, many fans set out to blast the show for what they referred to as staged or fake moments on American Pickers. Here is a sample of what fans said about the clip of the Mustang Shelby that Mike Wolf found. What a coincidence that they found a rare car on the day they were filming. I mean, what are the odds? Not at all staged. I think a lot of this stuff is planted ahead of time. Of course, this isn't the only time people have accused Mike and American Pickers of staging scenes or faking finds. For example, many fans were shocked when learning that many of the moments in Mike's antique stores in Iowa and Nashville are filmed when the stores are closed. They remain scripted scenes. This leads to many fans wondering if the moments with them finding rare antiques are real, or if they fake it for entertainment value. American Pickers fans are voicing skepticism over a recent episode where hosts Mike Wolf and Ravi Wolf uncover a rare, one-of-a-kind neon sign from the 1940s, supposedly buried in a dusty old barn in the heartland. The discovery, meant to be the cherry on top of the episode, instead left fans suspicious, with many accusing the show of staging the scene for dramatic effect. In the episode, the brothers stroll up to a weathered barn belonging to a collector named Joe, who supposedly had no idea what treasures he possessed. As the camera panned across antique tools and a disorganized pile of collectibles, Mike's eyes lit up when he spotted the neon sign partially hidden beneath a tarp. Pulling it out, he exclaimed, "This is it. I've been searching for one of these my whole career." He proceeded to explain the neon sign's history, mentioning how similar signs had been long destroyed, with only a few remaining intact. But what left fans questioning the authenticity of this find was Joe's casual attitude toward an item that should have been the centerpiece of any collection. On social media, viewers quickly noticed that the sign looked far too pristine to have been lying in a barn for decades. Many commented on the dust-free neon tubes and the overall condition of the sign, suggesting it had recently been placed there, perhaps even freshly cleaned, to create a jaw-dropping moment for the show. One viewer tweeted, "Not buying it. That sign looked like it just came out of a vintage shop, not a barn. Totally staged." Another fan wrote, "That rare neon sign just happens to be sitting in perfect condition in a barn full of rusted junk. Come on, Pickers, give us a break." Questions about the episode's authenticity gained momentum, with fans digging into the show's past accusations of staging. Over the years, American Pickers has faced occasional backlash from viewers who suspect certain scenes are orchestrated for entertainment. But as many pointed out, this particular find seemed more contrived than ever, given the ease with which Mike located and identified the neon sign. There's an art to the American Pickers formula. The thrill of the search, the moment of discovery, and the negotiation for a fair price. What fans love most about the show is its ability to turn the mundane into something extraordinary, finding beauty and value in what others might consider junk. But when scenes feel too convenient or discoveries appear too good to be true, fans feel like they're being cheated out of the authenticity that initially made the show compelling. In response to the fan outcry, some defenders of the show pointed out that a bit of staging is often necessary to keep episodes engaging. Reality TV isn't always 100% real, commented one Redditor. If they didn't spice things up every now and then, we'd all be bored watching them dig through piles of rusty old junk. Still, others argued that it's the raw, unedited moments that make American Pickers special, and they feel the show risks losing its core appeal if it relies too heavily on manufactured drama. Longtime viewers of American Pickers have noted a gradual shift in tone since its early seasons. Originally, the show captured a sense of Americana that felt both nostalgic and down-to-earth, featuring everyday people with hidden treasures stored away in their barns, garages, or attics. Back then, hosts Mike Wolfe and Frank Fritz had a chemistry that made each episode feel like a friendly road trip, sharing jokes and competing for the best finds. But in recent seasons, since Frank's departure and with the inclusion of Robbie, fans feel the show has veered towards sensationalism. Adding fuel to the fire, rumors of on-set friction and changes in production priorities have already unsettled the fan base. Some viewers are convinced that Mike's shift in attitude, appearing more focused on big-ticket items than quirky pieces, signals a broader move towards a more scripted reality format. This latest episode with the neon sign, to them, seems like a clear example of the show's pivot away from its roots. One fan even went as far as analyzing the episode frame by frame on a YouTube video, pointing out what they called inconsistencies in lighting, dust patterns, and camera angles that hinted at multiple takes or repositioning. Look closely at the scene where Mike discovers the sign, the fan narrates. You can see the dust on everything else around it, but not on the sign. And notice how the light falls perfectly on it when he pulls it out. That's not a coincidence. That's set design. The backlash over this episode is a reminder that reality TV fans value a sense of truth, even if some production tweaks are expected. Shows like American Pickers succeed not just because they find valuable items, but because they offer a peek into history through the eyes of ordinary people. When moments feel scripted, it can break the illusion of authenticity that the show relies on. While History Channel has yet to respond directly to these accusations, they've generally defended the show's integrity in past statements, arguing that all finds are authentic and that the host's reactions are genuine. However, they've also acknowledged that scenes are sometimes edited to enhance the storytelling. The ongoing debate about the rare neon sign has opened up broader conversations about reality television as a genre. As shows continue to strive for that perfect balance of drama, emotion, and surprise, many fans argue that they're willing to accept the occasional setup, but only if it doesn't undermine the authenticity that drew them in. One fan aptly summed it up, saying, "We want the magic of discovery, not a magic trick." In the end, fans' frustrations over this staged moment on American Pickers reflect a growing awareness among viewers. Today's audiences are more media savvy than ever, and can often sense when a scene has been overly manufactured. As for American pickers, the backlash over the neon sign incident serves as a reminder that its success lies in the charm of genuine exploration, not in overproduced moments designed to keep ratings high. If the show's creators listen to their fans, they may take this criticism as a chance to steer the series back toward authenticity. However, if they continue with moments like these, they may find themselves alienating the very people who helped make American Pickers a television staple. After all, the magic of the show has always been about real people, real finds, and the thrill of the unexpected, not a neon sign gleaming in a barn where it didn't quite seem to belong.